In this week's Seder of Ki Savo, we are told by Kodesh Baruch Hu that when we enter the land of Israel, following 7 years of conquer and 7 years of distribution of the nachalos, the portions afforded to the individual tribes, we are to take from the first fruits, the bikurim, bring them in front of the Kohen that will be at that time, v'onisa v'yomarta, and you shall respond, proclaim. Chazal say, haramas hakol. You shall raise your voice and you shall say, before HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Arami Oved Avi, that the Zaydalovin tried to destroy the house of Jacob. And indeed, we ended up in Egypt, and we were servants there, and we were oppressed. And we went from being a very small nation to a very large nation. And the Egyptians so beat us and oppressed us, placing the greatest of burdens upon us. And we cried out to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he heard our voices, and he saw our distress, and he saw our work. And he took us out of Egypt with the strongest of hands and the most wondrous of all osos and mosim, signs and wonders. And he brought us to this place, and indeed he presented us with a land that was overflowing with milk and honey. And the question on the pasuk, v'onisa v'yomarta, and you will respond, or you will raise your voice, say Chazal, Lashon Haramas Hakol, and you will say, why do you have to raise your voice? You're standing in front of the Kohen can hear you. The answer is, we raise our voices typically on two occasions. Either when there are people who need hear that are at a distance, so we raise our voice and we amplify it so it will travel, or we raise our voice because we need you to understand the importance of what is being said. And perhaps here, the reason for the raising of voice is v'onisa v'yomarta, that you will answer, you will respond, and you will say, answering whom? Responding to whom? Perhaps ourselves. Because there are times in life that indeed we are placed, as it were, by Kadosh Baruch Hu, in scenarios and situations of lachas, of distress, that we don't understand and we can't explain. And we can't even find a reason. And we feel the oppression, and we feel the terrific stress and overbearing challenges. And then ultimately, suddenly, we are freed. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu has heard all of the tefillos that we have been sending his way. And when that happens in life, whether it's regarding a shidduch or a child, parnasa, a livelihood, friends, a place to live, whatever the various challenging and seemingly oppressive scenarios that we face in life are, for which we have no answers, when the moment comes that the heavens open up, as it were, and suddenly we find ourselves in scenarios where we have sufficient milk, and we can even taste the sweetness of the honey, v'onisa v'yomarta, then it's ours not simply to articulate what we are grateful for to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, but v'onisa v'yomarta, we need raise our voices so that we will hear what we are saying, so that we will hear what we have ultimately understood, so that we will appreciate what ultimately it is ours to thank the Ribono Shel Olam for. Have a wonderful Shabbos.